So you know that guy, El Chapo, the drug lord with a knack for escaping prisons in Mexico? Well, he's currently locked up in the slammer at a federal facility in Florence. And get this, it's supposed to be escape-proof. They must have hired some serious architects or something. But don't worry, Joaquin isn't exactly living it up in there. The place is full of violent inmates who have killed an enemy or two. And one dude even went totally bonkers and bit off both his pinky fingers. I mean, I've heard of stress eating, but stress finger biting? That's next level. And today we're gonna have a sneak peek at his life behind the bars. So, are you ready? Then, let's get started. Anyway, Joaquin is at the Administrative Maximum US Prison, or ADX for short. It's like the Cadillac of prisons, except not really. The 400 inmates there spend a whopping 23 hours a day in soundproofed cells. I bet they're glad they don't have any noisy neighbors. And get this, during their 1 hour of rec time, they're shackled and handcuffed. I guess they really want to make sure no one tries to make a break for it. And forget about catching up to the latest episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians or FaceTiming with friends. The TV situation is pretty restricted and phones are totally off limits. So, you're probably wondering what El Chapo's jail cell looks like. Let me tell you, it's no luxury suite at the Ritz. In fact, I'd rather stay in a cardboard box under a bridge than spend a day in that joint. First off, the room is made of reinforced concrete, walls, ceiling, and floor. It's like they're trying to contain a nuclear blast or something. And get this, the cell is only 7 feet by 12 feet. That's like the size of a walk-in closet. I hope Joaquin doesn't have claustrophobia. But wait, it gets even better. The cell is separated from the hallway by not 1, but 2 doors. They really don't want this guy going anywhere. And El Chapo's only view is of the entrance, which is made up of an exterior door of solid metal and an internal door with bars. Talk about feeling isolated. And if that wasn't enough, eating in the cell is a big no-no. All food is brought in through the inner bar door, and El Chapo can only sit at a tiny concrete table that's barely big enough for his meal tray. It's like they want to make sure he doesn't get any ideas about redecorating or something. And speaking of furniture, everything in the cell is anchored in place and is made of rock. I mean, who needs a sofa or a fluffy pillow anyway, right? And the only incentive for good behavior is a shelf with a radio and a black and white TV set. Okay, so let's talk about El Chapo's sleeping arrangements. You know how when you go to a hotel you expect a nice comfy bed with fluffy pillows and cozy blankets? Well, let's just say El Chapo's bed is the complete opposite of that. His bed is literally attached to the wall and made of concrete. I mean, sure, it's big enough for him to lay down on, but forget about spreading out and doing starfish impressions. The only impression he'll be making is on that cold, hard bed. And get this, he only has 1 window in his cell. It's not even really a window. More like a glorified crack in the concrete wall. I'm pretty sure I've seen bigger cracks on the sidewalk. Now I know what you're thinking. Where does he do his business? Well, the bathroom and shower are actually built into the walls and floor of the cell. That's right, no trips down the hall to the communal bathroom for El Chapo. But don't get too excited. The shower is timed to prevent any flooding, and I'm assuming, to make any attempts at self-drowning. Yikes. And if all that wasn't bad enough, El Chapo only has 1 light in his cell and the guards control it. That means if it's pitch black outside, he's left staring into the abyss like a character in a horror movie. And forget about watching TV or listening on the radio. The guards control the electricity to everything in his cell. But hey, if El Chapo behaves himself, he might get some visitors. Just don't expect a 5-star hotel experience. He may have committed some heinous crimes, but it seems like his jail cell isn't exactly a 5-star hotel. So what does he do during his 1 hour of daily freedom? Well, he's taken to what can only be described as a concrete hole. Think empty swimming pool vibes. There, he can take around 10 steps back and forth, or 30 steps in a circle. It's not exactly a scenic walk in the park, but it's something, I guess. Oh, and did I mention he's flanked by 3 guards the entire time? Don't want him to get any funny ideas. And just to keep things interesting, the pit is dug into the ground, so the prisoners can't figure out their exact location within the prison. Sounds like a thrilling hour of fun. And that's been it. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. If you did, consider giving it a like and sharing it with your friends. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.